Well, we've got some great news for streaming fans all around the world. A new box is coming out by ONN and details have leaked. All the details that we know coming up shortly. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So, as I say, ONN are releasing a new box next year in 2025. Now, here's what we know so far. The box has a new Amlogic S905X5M Cortex A55 processor, which is clocked at 2.5 GHz, which is faster than the Amlogic 905X4 Cortex A55 processor, which featured in the ONN 4K Pro streaming box, which was only clocked at 2 GHz. This is going to make the processor around 20% faster than the processor found in the 4K Pro box. But strangely enough, ONN have decided to cut the RAM in this box to just 2 GB compared to the 3 GB in the Pro box. Now, this could mean with only 2 GB of RAM, things could be more sluggish than the Pro box. However, initial Geekbench benchmark tests have shown that on single core tests we have a rating of 1083 and 2766 on the multi-core score. This puts the benchmark scores quite a way in front of the ONN streaming 4K Pro. The Amlogic processor, the S905X5M, does not have USB 3 support, so it's likely that the socket on this is probably going to be a USB 2 socket, a micro USB 2, which powers the device. It can also be used for data with a special cable, but you're only going to be looking at USB 2 speeds. The graphics card in there is going to be a Mali G310 version 2, which I believe is an upgrade from the ONN 4K streaming box and the ONN 4K Pro streaming box, which had Mali G31 MP2 graphics cards. The Mali G310 offers improved HDR support to the device and also provides a performance boost over the Mali G31. The GPU can support Dolby Vision, HDR10 and HDR10+. And it looks like the audio can also support Dolby Atmos. The operating system's going to get a boost as well. It's going to be running Android version 14 compared to Android 12 running in older devices. However, at the current time, we don't know how much storage this device is going to have. Nor do we know if it's going to feature an Ethernet port or what Wi-Fi protocols it will support. Now, the device itself is being codenamed the ONN 4K Plus streaming box. Now, we don't know at the moment if that is just a code name or whether that will be carried forward onto its release name. But many people are speculating with that name that this product will sit somewhere between the ONN 4K streaming box and the ONN Pro streaming box, meaning that it is going to be more powerful than the 4K streaming box, but perhaps not as powerful as the 4K Pro streaming box. Also, it's less likely to have as many features as the 4K Pro streaming box, i.e. the Wi-Fi, they might not include Wi-Fi 6. Doesn't look like there's likely to be an Ethernet port, and by the looks of it, the USB socket, if it's going to have one, will be a USB 2 socket and not a separate socket like the Pro. From a price point of view, it looks like the unit is going to be priced somewhere between $30 and $50, so somewhere between the 4K streaming box and the 4K Pro. So at a guess, I would say around $40 would be an estimate for this type of box. Now, obviously, as I said earlier, this has less RAM than the 4K Pro. We've gone down from 3 GB to 2 GB, but there is an increase in processing power. So this might just be enough to make up for the lower RAM. The device is also going to feature Google Assistant, but whether or not it will feature it like the 4K Pro does as a speaker, a proper Google Assistant, or whether it will be from the remote control, where you push a button on the remote control to summon the assistant, that is yet to be determined. But I think from what I know so far, I'm pretty sure the Google Assistant is going to be featured a bit more like the 4K streaming box rather than the 4K Pro. Also, with regards to storage, as I said earlier, we don't know for sure how much storage it's going to have, but I think it's likely to be either 8 or 16 gigabytes, as they're not really going to pitch this as a premium box or a professional box, but probably, like I say, a midway box between the 4K and the 4K Pro box. Going back to the benchmark scores, from what I can see, the benchmark scores so far are beating those of the newly released Google Streamer, but are falling short slightly of the Amazon Fire TV 4K Max 2nd generation. The device is unlikely to be released in Europe, but will be released, I would imagine, in the USA and Canada via Walmart stores. The device might well be released under the Thomson brand in Europe sometime next year, but again, nothing firm has been announced on that. Obviously, if we get any more details, we'll let you know as soon as we get them. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button so you find out about all the latest information with regards to this and all my other videos as soon as they're released. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, consider hitting that thanks button and making a donation to this channel. Or if you can't do that, then have a look in the description down below. We've got some great links down there for you to various things, including my Amazon shop, which contains all the things I love at the moment on Amazon: Fire TV sticks, Fire TV cubes, and VPNs. Buying, subscribing and donating really does help support this channel. It helps me to be able to dedicate more time to spend researching to bring you these great videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money. And if you do see any videos that you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like to see, then please don't forget to share these videos on your social media timelines. You can check me out on X. I'm at CWTEK. You can also check out my website. It's cwtek.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and speak to you again soon.